Welcome where curiosity becomes dangerous. Human eyes were built for a three-dimensional world. Height, width, depth. That's all we're designed to understand. Everything we know, everything we build, everything we fear, all happens inside this limited framework. But what if one morning the rules changed? What if humanity suddenly woke up with the ability to see the fourth spatial dimension? Not time, not metaphor, but a real physical 4D perspective. This is a fictional thought experiment, but grounded in real geometry, physics, and higher dimensional theory. And it begins with the strangest sunrise in human history. Part 1. The first moments of impossibility. It started at dawn. People around the world opened their eyes and felt strange. Their rooms looked wrong. Not distorted, not blurry, but incomplete. Objects appeared to overlap in impossible ways. Corners didn't line up. Walls seemed to extend inward and outward at the same time. The human brain wasn't built to process 4 spatial dimensions, so the first reaction was nausea, dizziness, and pure sensory overload. But after a few minutes, something incredible happened. The mind adapted, and the world unlocked. Part 2. Seeing reality unfolded. Suddenly, every object revealed more information than ever before. A closed book showed all of its pages at once. A locked safe displayed its contents openly. Your house appeared inside out and outside in simultaneously. People could see the interiors of sealed containers, the backsides of objects without moving, the hidden layers of walls, floors, and ceilings, the full volume of their own organs, the entire structure of a building in a single glance. Privacy collapsed instantly. There were no secrets, no hidden compartments, no inside. Everything existed all at once. Part 3. The beauty and terror of higher dimensions. Artists were among the first to embrace the new vision. Colors looked different, not brighter but deeper. Perspective became meaningless. Lines curved into themselves. Shapes unfolded like origami made of space itself. Mathematicians cried. For the first time in human history, they saw what they had only imagined. Tesseracts rotating, 4D hyperspheres pulsating, geometric structures that existed only in theoretical diagrams, now floating casually in everyday objects. But beauty turned to terror quickly, because the human mind could handle the visuals, but not the implications. Part 4. The collapse of normal experience. With 4D vision, rooms felt unsafe. Streets looked like illusions. People appeared as shifting, semi-transparent volumes. Movement became unpredictable. Familiar objects looked like alien structures. Even something simple, like drinking water, was disturbing. You could see the liquid moving through your throat and stomach as if your body were made of glass and smoke. Hospitals were overwhelmed with panic attacks, sensory overload, and people unable to interpret their own environment. Humanity wasn't just seeing more. Humanity was seeing too much. Part 5. The scientific breakthrough. By midday, physicists confirmed the impossible. Human perception was picking up a fourth spatial axis. Not time. A genuine orthogonal dimension that had always existed but was inaccessible to biological senses. The world hadn't changed. We had. Something altered the neurological pathways of every human simultaneously. But the question was, what triggered it? 3 hypotheses emerged. 1. A cosmic dimensional shift, a subtle ripple in higher dimensional space swept through Earth, momentarily aligning biological perception with 4D reality. 2. A neurological resonance event, a global synchronization of brainwaves, perhaps triggered by a natural phenomenon, unlocked dormant perceptual abilities. 3. External influence. An intelligence capable of manipulating dimensions may have opened the window for us, on purpose. Scientists refused to speculate, but they were afraid. Because unlocking a new dimension isn't a gift, it's an intrusion. Part 6. The consequences. Seeing the fourth dimension made certain things impossible to ignore. You could see behind lies, literally. A person's emotions altered their higher dimensional shape. You could see guilt, fear, excitement, confusion. You could see death approaching. Ill bodies had warped signatures. Failing organs flickered. Doctors could diagnose instantly, but many people saw their conditions and panicked. You could see connections between people, relationships formed visible patterns, family bonds, emotional ties, even hidden resentments. The world became brutally honest. Too honest. Part 7. When the human brain reached its limit by evening, cracks appeared. Not in the world, but in us. The constant flood of higher dimensional information began to overload the brain. Migraines, identity distortion, dissociation, loss of depth perception, emotional collapse, spatial confusion. People begged for the world to go back to flat. Some covered their eyes, but it didn't help. The fourth dimension wasn't something you could shut off. It was always there, like sound in a noisy room, like color in daylight. There was no escape. Part 8. The Reset. At 23:07 UTC, the impossible happened again. A wave, smooth, silent, invisible, passed over Earth. And instantly, everything went back to normal. Depth returned. Walls solidified. People regained their familiar shapes. Rooms stopped twisting. Humanity exhaled at the same time. The fourth dimension faded from view. But scientists detected something. A faint higher dimensional signature receding into deep space, as if whatever allowed us to see 4D reality was now watching us from afar. Epilogue. The memory of the impossible. Most people tried to forget the experience, but some couldn't. Artists drew impossible shapes. Mathematicians became obsessed. Physicists whispered about a cosmic visitor. Because once you've seen the structure behind reality, even for a single day, you can never truly unsee it. And you begin to wonder, did we glimpse the fourth dimension by accident? Or did something want us to? Like, share and subscribe, because reality has more layers than we dare to imagine.